It seems very easy to find suppliers on Alibaba. You just type in the product keywords and click the search button, but you need to find the right supplier and contact them one by one. And sometimes you cannot get answers in even 1 or 2 days. So, is there any better way that you can get a fast quote from good suppliers in 30 minutes? You definitely need to use RFQ. And in this video, I will show you how it works and how to use it to get the best supplier to contact you. I'm Jing, the founder of Jing Sourcing, leading China's sourcing company since 2015. We help thousands of people source quality products from China, and I will share you all my knowledge about sourcing, manufacturing, and importing in my videos. So subscribe now and you won't miss the next coming video. So in today's video, there are 3 sections to talk about this Alibaba RFQ topic. In section 1, you will learn what is RFQ, why use it, and how it works. In section 2, you will learn how to write a good RFQ, and I will show you a very practical RFQ template. And in section 3, I will talk about how to identify the best supplier among all the RFQ replies. And let's get it right now. RFQ is short for Request for Quotation, and it's a buying request submitted by a buyer and open for supplier for bidding. That is, you only need to give the product information to Alibaba and they will help you send your inquiry to suppliers who has higher possibility to match your requirements. And then this supplier will give you their quotation. Compared with you go to Alibaba search supplier directly and send inquiry to supplier one by one and wait 1 or 2 days to getting all their replies, using Alibaba RFQ is much more efficiently because you can get in touch with around 10 good suppliers in just 2 or 3 hours. If you are not satisfied with the result, you can click the post RFQ again and again to get more suppliers to reach out to you. Here is a very interesting thing. How does Alibaba supplier find you and get your RFQ inquiry? Will Alibaba automatically send your inquiry to every single supplier who has similar products? Of course not. Every day they will search new RFQs by searching their product keywords, just like how you find them. And this is the place where suppliers find your RFQ. And then they will choose those inquiries that match their business to reply and then the quotation. So before you submit the RFQ, it's very important to write a correct product keywords and also a good RFQ details. However, every supplier can only reply around 30 RFQs per month. Otherwise, they need to pay more money for replying more RFQ. So a lot of good suppliers will only choose those most serious buyers, choose those RFQs that match their business well. And that's why you need to write all the product specifications and your requirements when you are editing the RFQ. Except for finding suppliers efficiently, there are also 3 situations which are very suitable for using RFQ. Situation 1, it's very suitable for doing product research, especially when you're doing the Amazon FBA business. You can learn very quick about how much this product will cost for making in China and ship it to Amazon. And then you can figure out if it's a profitable product. Situation 2, it's very suitable when you want to find suppliers for exactly the same products. For example, this essential oil diffuser. By using RFQ, you can let the supplier who has the same design to reach out to you first. Otherwise, you have to search the product keywords and check every single page of the search result to find the exact same design. It's just like finding a needle in the ocean. Situation 3, it's great to use RFQ when you want to customize products or develop a brand new product because it's very hard to find the right supplier that willing to help you develop products just by the product search, and it wastes you tons of time. Because most of Alibaba suppliers, they like sell existing products instead of developing new products, unless your purchasing quantity is very large. So in this case, using RFQ can let the right supplier to find you. In this section, I will show you how to use RFQ. You can access the RFQ page by click the user icon and click Submit RFQ button. Or you can access the page just by typing the URL rfq.alibaba.com. A lot of people like use the product search to find a supplier first. And of course, you can also send RFQ to more potential suppliers when you are sending inquiry to a supplier in the product search. If you like this design, you can click contact supplier. At the same time, if you want more suppliers, except for getting reply from this supplier, you can also select this option to access the RFQ page right after you're sending the inquiry. Thus, you can let more diaper bag suppliers who has the same design to contact you. No matter how you access the RFQ page, this is the RFQ form you need to fill out. And I will also show you a very practical and very useful RFQ template. Here you need to type in the product name. It will pop out some related keywords when you are typing. And my suggestion is to keep the product name as simple as possible, but contain the main elements. It will be better to use this suggested product keywords instead of using very small niche or less known or less used product keywords. Thus, it will also easier for more suppliers to find your RFQ. And then you need to choose which product category does your product belong to. It can also help more suppliers who have similar product or who are in the same industry to find your RFQ. Then here, you need to type in your estimated purchasing quantity. I stress you, don't be too honest to tell the real purchasing quantity, especially when you want to place a small quantity trail order. Because if you write it too small quantity, it will let more good suppliers lose interest on your inquiry. And you can see these low quality RFQs which are sent around 20 days ago, there's almost no supplier want to reply. In this case, my suggestion is to write a purchasing quantity that can reach most suppliers' MOQ. I can tell you that for consumer products, most suppliers, they will have MOQ around 1,000 to 2,000 US dollars. For example, if the product you want to buy is around $4 for the wholesale price, then you can write the purchasing quantity around 500 units. And when the supplier reach out to you, then you can start to negotiate with the supplier for lower quantity. And in the future, I will also record a new video about how to negotiate lower MOQ with supplier. So subscribe now, then you won't miss it. Then here is the most important part. You need to describe your requirement and product specifications as detailed as possible. It's kind of like the resume when you are looking for a job. The more serious you write, the easier you can have more reliable suppliers to contact you. And here I have a very good RFQ template to share with you. So in the first paragraph, you can introduce yourself, introduce your business background, and it will also have higher chance to get contacted by suppliers who might match your business well. For example, if you are selling on Amazon, and if the supplier also supplied a lot of Amazon seller before, they are more willing to help you put the FNSKU stickers for free, and they will also provide all kinds of compliance certifications that Amazon needs. They will also can't wait to tell you that how many Amazon seller clients they have, the product is very good quality and have very few bad reviews. And this is a very typical example of good supplier. The second element you need to write is the purchasing quantity and your purchasing plan. As I mentioned before, you don't really need to tell the real purchasing quantity you want to buy. And you can write it a little bit higher than that. And you can also tell them that you have the potential to buy the product in long term instead of one-time business. And they will be more likely to give you a good price. In element 3, you can write more extra requirements to connect with more suitable suppliers and get a precise quote. For example, you can write your requirements on how to make the customized packagings to leave out those suppliers who cannot offer the customizing packaging service. In element 4, you can ask for the shipping cost. If you indicate to the supplier that you have your own freight forwarder, it demonstrates that you are a professional buyer. Chances are supplier will not rip you off on the shipping fee. If you want the supplier arrange the shipping all the way from China to your address in your country, including the import process, custom clearance, then you need to give him a detailed address. Then he can help you calculate a accurate shipping cost. If you have a preferred price, you can unfold the other requirements area and write it here. I don't suggest you write it unless you have a very competitive price requirement that over 95% suppliers cannot make it. If you don't want too many suppliers know your email or phone numbers, you can share the business card with the supplier, especially when you want to submit a lot of RFQ. Otherwise, your email and WhatsApp inbox will be full of promoting emails from them. Just about 5 minutes after I submit this RFQ inquiry, I already have received 2 suppliers quote, and around 2 hours later, I have quote around 10 suppliers in total. So now you can go to my Alibaba page and click buying leads, and then click my RFQ tab, and it has organized all the RFQ you send out and all the RFQ quotes you received. Click view quotations, then you can see the quotation details sent by every supplier. Click contact now, then you can start chatting with this supplier. Here is the thing, the product I used for this RFQ example, it has a lot of suppliers, so I can get 10 suppliers reply in around 2 hours. But for a lot of small niche products, it will take much longer, and sometimes it will take a whole day. After you're getting all suppliers quotation, this is the last step that you need to evaluate each suppliers and identify the best. I strongly recommend you to watch my last video, and you can click link here or link in the description, and you will learn a 5-step strategy to identify and choose the best supplier like an expert. And I promise you that it will be the most comprehensive guide for how to choose a good supplier in Alibaba. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you can learn a lot from it. And just remember, RFQ is not a magic wand to help you get best supplier passively. You always need to keep learning, keep practice to find the best supplier and build a good and long-term relationship with them. And that's why you need to subscribe to my channel and learn the most practical China importing skills here. If you have any question, something not clear, or something that you want to learn more, leave your comment below. I will reply or create a new video to help you understand it better. And I will see you in next video.